Who should Jake Paul fight next? This episode, we will look at who Jake Paul should fight next after defeating the man, the legend, Iron Mike Tyson on the first boxing event on Netflix. First of all respect to Mike Tyson for going the full 8 rounds with a much younger and fresher fighter in Jake Paul at 58 years old. Although some may consider this a glorified sparring match, but anyone who has fought or even sparred know how hard it is even to go 3 rounds sparring. So for Mike, going all 8 rounds with Jake Paul at 58 years old is a victory in itself. This was probably the best case scenario for both guys, with Jake Paul getting the win and Mike Tyson proving to himself that he can still go the full 8 rounds even at 58 years old against a younger boxer. After putting on a spectacle with Mike Tyson on Netflix and fighting in front of 71,000 people, now the big question is who Jake Paul should fight next. Jake Paul called out Canelo Alvarez in his post-fight interview, and he called out Conor McGregor again in the post-fight press conference. And many people are calling him out online as well, from Tank Davis to top 10 heavyweight boxer Zhang Zhilei, the Big Bang. They all want a piece of Jake Paul. Jake Paul has a lot of options, but some of the guys are either bound by contracts or they're just not a very realistic opponent for him at this point of his career. His next fight has to be bigger than the Netflix extravaganza, or his next opponent has to present more danger to him so he can continue to draw the fans in. So let's take a look at the top 3 potential opponents for Jake Paul's next fight. Number 3, Dillon Danis. With Jake Paul looking to make his MMA debut with PFL, I wouldn't be surprised if he chooses Dillon Danis as his first MMA opponent. Dillon Danis is a decorated BJJ fighter and a world champion, but he has only 2 MMA fights, 2 wins under Bellator MMA, but he has not fought in MMA since 2019 after a series of injuries. Dillon Danis has become a well-known personality after his feud and boxing match with Logan Paul, and Jake Paul and Dillon Danis will likely have a crazy build-up to their fight. So Dillon Danis would make a fitting opponent for Jake Paul's first MMA fight. In addition, with Dillon Danis being a friend and training partner with Conor McGregor, by fighting Dillon Danis, Jake Paul can continue to push the narrative of eventually getting that fight with Conor McGregor. So this fight would make a lot of sense for Jake Paul as a career move and also from a business perspective. Number 2, KSI. This fight can likely be the biggest fight in the influencer boxing scene, and they have history and bad blood between the two men, and they can easily build an intriguing storyline and dramatic rivalry to hype up the fight and sell it to the mainstream audience. In addition, KSI's friendship with Logan Paul can also add some interesting WWE-like storyline in the lead up to the fight. This will be a massive event and payday for both, as it will be a co-promotion between KSI's Misfit Boxing and Jake Paul's most valuable promotion. Number 1, Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury is an undefeated boxer with a 10-0 record. He is Tyson Fury's brother, and he is the only person that has beaten Jake Paul in boxing. This is a fight Jake Paul likely wants to get back. With Tommy Fury's name value and the narrative of him being a better boxer than Jake Paul can turn this into a redemption storyline of him avenging his loss against Tommy Fury. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.